A war. Again. You come to me, a dead man, a man of the 19th century, and you ask me to react. As though this is something new. As though man has ever stopped making war since the moment Cain looked at his brother and felt that first, most ancient fire. Envy dressed as righteousness. I am not surprised. I was never surprised. Let us look honestly at what stands before us. On one side, America, the great Western civilization, rich, powerful, rational, efficient, a nation that believes deeply, religiously I would say, in its own goodness. It has built its crystal palace, its technology, its democracy, its missiles guided by satellites it calls smart, as though intelligence were ever the problem with mankind. On the other side, Iran, ancient, wounded by history, a people who remember every humiliation, who carry their suffering like a sacred text, who believe God is on their side with the same ferocious certainty that America believes in its own. Two nations, each convinced it is the light, and between them, the dead. This is what I wrote about. This is precisely what I wrote about. In my Grand Inquisitor, the old man says to Christ who has returned, "Why did you come back? We have corrected your work. We have given men bread, security, order. They are happy now. They do not need freedom. Freedom was destroying them." America speaks like the Grand Inquisitor. It arrives with its armies and says, "We will free you. We will bring you democracy. We will correct the disorder." But freedom cannot be delivered by a cruise missile. And the Iranians, they answer like my underground man. "Do not liberate us. We refuse your liberation. We will suffer our own suffering before we accept your version of happiness." This is not madness. This is the most human thing in the world. But let me say something that will anger everyone. Pride. Pride is the root of it all, and pride wears 1,000 costumes. It wears the costume of national security. It wears the costume of religious duty. It wears the costume of historical grievance. But underneath every costume, the same naked, trembling, furious ego of a man who cannot bear to feel small. America cannot bear that there exists a country that defies it. Iran cannot bear the memory of what was done to it, and rightly so, but has let that memory calcify into ideology, into a hatred so institutionalized it has forgotten its own origin. Two wounded creatures, each pointing at the other's wound as justification for inflicting more. I know this psychology. I have written it. I have lived it. And the people? What of the people? The young American soldier who believes he is defending something sacred. He is not wrong to want to defend something sacred. But has anyone told him what, precisely, he is defending? Has anyone sat with him and asked, "What do you love? What would you die for?" Is it that? And the Iranian boy, drafted into a system he did not choose, given a rifle and a portrait of a cleric, told that paradise awaits the martyr. He too loves something. His mother, his city, the particular smell of bread in his neighborhood in the morning. Both boys will die for the pride of old men who will not. This has always been the arrangement. And we call it history. And we write it in monuments. And we do not weep enough. I believed in suffering. People misread me on this. They think I find it beautiful. No. Suffering reveals. It strips the costume from a man and shows you what is underneath. Sometimes holiness, sometimes the abyss. This war will reveal both nations to themselves. And what I pray, if a dead man may pray, is that somewhere, in the ruins of whatever this becomes, a single human being looks at another human being across the line of enemies and recognizes a soul. Just one. just once. Because that recognition, that moment when the ideology falls away and you see not an American or an Iranian, but a man, breathing, suffering, afraid, that is the only thing that has ever stopped anything. Not treaties, not weapons, not resolutions at the United Nations. Recognition. I do not know who will win this war. I know who loses it. The same ones who always lose it. The ones who had no vote in its beginning.